BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business, but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585-184-994145.
What you
can
did
also
in the
email
world,
us
not
at
what
ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting
So
onto the
are
property
those
ladder has
similarly
never been
issues
easy
that you
until
wrestle
now.
with
Join us
or
this
that
and
you
every
have
Thursday from
been
7
watching?
p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Star Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Star Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 002 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
The best radio show. The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car,
At work,
at home.
on your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Star Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is UK. Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Okay, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. I want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Tuesday edition of the morning show. Today is the 17th day of September, the year 2024, with the time now exactly at 3 minutes to the top of the hour. That means 3 minutes to 11. This is Star Radio UK, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
So from now to 12:30, I'm going to be bringing you everything that you need to know, from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. If it's making the headlines, as I do say all the time, we'll be bringing it before to you live here. But today, special. We're going to be having Mr. Olayomi Koiki joining in on the program. Today he said, I'm home today, so I'll be able to join in. Yeah, it's been a while, but he's going to be joining in to bring you updates from Nigeria. There's lots happening in Nigeria, and he's going to be here to bring that your way. And he will tell us more about the dinner night as well. That is going to be taking place as well. So there's lots going to be happening on this program this morning. But wherever you are this morning, yes, just keep your dial so logged on Star Radio UK. Don't touch it. Let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Francis, how are you doing? And to Mr. Frank Davis, wherever you are, good morning to you. Once again, Mr. Olayomi Koiki, good morning. Shamsuddin, good morning. Anthony Adedeji, good morning. Aziz, good morning to you. Tosino, good morning. Bishop Adeshina, good morning, sir. I hope you are doing very, very well. Attack Kofi, all the way in Ashaman, Ghana. I salute you. And to the chief of Ashaman as well. Ni, good morning to you and to your the inhabitants, all inhabitants of Ashaman. We salute you all. We hope you are all doing very, very well today. Okay. Going on, just bear with me. The system seems to be playing up, but don't you worry, we're trying to restart it. Restarting it, not the broadcast system, but one of the monitoring systems there. All right, then, so just bear with me whilst that is going on. Yes, it's up and running. Do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones, and invite them to like our pages. It is Star Radio UK. It is the Tuesday edition of the morning show. And as I did say, you want to know more, you just got to stay with me. Don't touch the dial. So by way of program outline, this is how the program is going to bring you the quote for the day. The weather forecast will follow suit. Then the travel update. We'll move from there to have a look at the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as Global Trot. And after which we'll be having Mr. Olayomi Koiki joining in to bring you updates from Nigeria. Then the lines will be open at a quarter to 12, the route, so that you can also add your voice to the discussions. They will continue with other stories making the rounds, from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. As I do say all the time, if it's making the rounds, be rest assured of one thing, that Star Radio UK, we're going to be touching it on this program. So in a gist, that's what's going to happen. So by 12:30, we'll bring the program to a close there. But wherever you are, this is Star Radio UK, This is the Tuesday edition of the morning show. Do me a massive favor. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well. So let's kick off. Now, the quote for the day is quite an interesting one. This morning it says, where success is assumed to have come by chance, it is an opportunity that needs to be exploited depending on your level of preparation and self-awareness. Now, if you don't prepare yourself, as I do say all the time, success will come, and that success is going to ruin you. It's going to kill you. Let me put it that way, blatantly. But I hope that bringing you these programs and everything that we do, you are able to adhere to it and prepare yourself for the opportunities that will come your way, so that opportunity doesn't actually destroy you. Let me say good morning to the Hammons, the Beddies. In these difficult times, I want to salute each and every one of you for all that you are doing. Yes. Thank you very, very much for your support there as well. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right. Okay, just moving on to some of the, okay, interesting, is it there or there? All right then, just bear with me. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, we move on to the other the weather forecast. My apologies there for you as well. So for the weather today is quite an interesting one. Yeah, it's like we come back to summer, some sort of summer, you know. Well. For those of you in London and southeastern part of England, this is how the weather is going to be for you today. Now, this evening will remain dry, patchy cloud, and sunny spells will be present for much of the day. In the evening, the cloud will thicken, but there will still be a few late sunny breaks. It's going to be breezy as well. Tonight will be dry for all, though there will continue to be a mixture of patchy low cloud and clear spells throughout. So in the gist, that's what is going to happen. The top temperature is going to be 21 degrees. The lowest is going to be 13 degrees, a bit milder than it been of late. And then pollution is going to be low, UV level moderate, and sunset 1909 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 06:39 hours. This is Starr Radio UK. Now moving on straight to the travels as well. What have I got for you? Yes. The underground is running a good service. The London Cable, London DLR good service, London Tramlink good service, but London Overground is experiencing part suspension, no service between New Cross Gate and Crystal Palace and West Croydon while they respond to fire alert at Brockley. Now, London Underground are accepting valid tickets, good service on all the other routes. When it comes to the major routes in London, I can tell you assuredly, good service. There are no exceptional delays there. The River Bus is running a good service. London Cable Car, good service. Bringing us straight to the final segment of the travel update. That's the National Rail. On the National Rail this morning, Avanti West Coast, minor delays. C2C, minor delays. Cross Country, special service. Great Western Railway, special service. Island Line, special service. Northern Rail, special service. Scott Rail, special service. Southwestern Railway, minor delays. Southern, severe delays. And Thames Link, severe delays there as well. Also, Transport for Wales is also running is experiencing minor delays. So if you want to travel by all those means, please check before you leave. On that note, let me say it once again, as I normally will. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's take a quick break. We come back and hopefully we'll be able to bring you the global trotting before we have Mr. Olayomi Koiki in, or we'll have Mr. Olayomi.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clemens, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And as I did say, Mr. Olayomi Koiki has joined us this morning. It's been a while, so let us all welcome him. Let's say, Yomi, good morning to you and welcome. It's been a while.
Well, shout out to you, Archie, and I think I was in contact with Frank a couple of days ago, as we do, even as much as we haven't been on air for couple of months now, not few weeks, but as we are walking behind the scene, you've been holding on to the conversation because Africa has a big role to play, when it comes to the continent, and until we do, what we do best, to make sure that, the community, right here in the United Kingdom and around the world are up to date, with what is happening. It's good to be back this morning. And like I said, in February, when I said, we're going to be taking a short break, we will see how far we can, start slowly getting back, because it seems some of the project that we had in hand, is winding down a little bit, but it's still there. And as you know, project never finished. But it's good to be back with you this morning. And I know there's a lot that has happened, since you've been catching up with the news in Nigeria and Ghana. But again, this morning, as usual, there's always news happening in Nigeria. So it's good to be back. And with all our listeners, let's say good morning to Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Wow. Listeners, that is your man, Mr. Olayomi Koiki, this morning, all the way from North London, where he's broadcasting from this morning. Yes. Now, it's been quite an interesting time. Let's start from here. Now, let's start from a bit before we come to the Dangote and everything that's going on in the economy of Nigeria, which we know people are interested in knowing. But let's start from the events after Dr. Chief Sunday Igboho left Nigeria, came to Europe, and his visit to the UK. Yes, we captured all that bit and everything, and now getting to a point where we're going to be having this dinner night in October. Now, people are being a bit. So what is going on? People are following. Others are asking what exactly has been going on. So can you just give us a recap of what has gone on a bit, and then we come to the substantive stories that is making around this morning?
Well, so much has happened, that even some thought maybe the movement is completely dead, since, Tinubu became the president, almost a year ago now. But as usual in every movement, and movement has always been like that, around the world, there will always be the ups and downs. So what we saw was, Igboho, who is the main lead, and also the leader, Professor Adebanjo Akintoye. Igboho was finally released, from Benin Republic. He's been back and forth. To be surprised, it was in Ghana over the weekend, because there was some engagement with the Yoruba community and some of those back in Ghana as well. So he was actually in Ghana this weekend. But as usual, what the expectation of people is that maybe the Yoruba people are no longer even interested in asking for the right to self-determination. I can tell you that is a complete total false. Igboho and Professor Banjo Akintoye and the Yoruba self-determination movement are working in a different strategic, because since we are trying to avoid a war and the anarchy and crisis, so what you have to do is the engagement must continue, and that engagement will be coming to the UK. I'll be telling you about that. But let's give you up to speed, especially for those of our followers and our listeners around the world, probably because I've not been on air with you, even thought maybe that the Yoruba nation is gone, and it hasn't been like that. I can say that the Yoruba nation is still an ongoing project, but like I said, you have to change the strategy. We wrote to the President Bola Tinubu that we found out that he was at the St. Mary's in Paddington. I thought maybe he was there for a clinical, or some say he was just there for a visit. Buhari spent most of his time in London, the continuity of what we call visitation to the medical sector here in the UK. We're going to be talking about that as well in Nigeria. So what I can confirm is that, yes, the president was written a letter. It never responded back, just like Buhari never did. A strong letter has now been issued to him again, and also to the United Nations. And like I said, that means that, the engagement in terms of the diplomacy. Right before I came on air, I was watching, how the Sudan, became a country, but we got to remember a lot of bloodshed. The Yoruba people are trying to avoid as much of bloodshed, and that is why the engagement will be coming down to the UK, which we are calling the 1 million rally march. The Metropolitan Police has been, told about this event. There's also going to be a dinner that you mentioned. Remember that Igbo's birthday has been, one turnaround that we've not really celebrated him since, he's captured in Benin Republic for the last 2 years. So what we can confirm now that, he has said, look, he can celebrate it with us in London, but it's not about the birthday. It's all about that march that would then kick off what we can call the biggest campaign that will ignite, re-engineer, and especially after that 419 woman came into the movement. We thought she was part of us, and I don't want to give her any kind of publicity anymore on this platform, because we thought she was one of us, but I can confirm officially now that she was working. Just like Tinubu destroyed so many organizations within the Yoruba community, Tinubu actually used the woman to interfere into the affair of what Professor Adebanji Akintoye wanted to portray to the international community. So this October the 12th, there will be a rally, a march from the BBC Broadcasting House in London all the way to Regent Street, which is going to bring more kind of publicity, to the movement itself. That would then lead us to Trafalgar Square, and then we end up at the number 10 Downing Street. Remember that over 10 years of the Conservative government that made a lot of issues. Now that we have the new Labour Party, maybe Keir Starmer and the Foreign Minister David Lammy might listen to us, and then we move to the Parliament, then come back into the Nigerian High Commission. Igbowo will be leading this, and that is what makes it different this time around. And we're expecting as many people that are flying from all over the world. I can tell you that Aziz will be flying from Miami. A lot of our delegates are coming from Finland, from Germany, from Nigeria. It's going to be one fantastic event. Even a London Red Bus has been put on hold that will carry those that might not be able to work. So that is the expectation. And I believe other activities continue to go on behind the scene. When you're talking to countries that you want to leave a country, those countries doesn't want you to publicize it, but I can tell you that even the kings in the Yoruba land are now working quietly, and we should be hearing from them very soon with the United Nations.
Wow. Listeners, Mr. Olayomi Koiki, for you, bringing you a bit of updates pertaining to the Yoruba Nation movement, okay? The move for independence and everything that we've talked about in the past, and it's like, it's not dead, it's not quiet, no. The fight still goes on, as we say, a lucha continua there. Interesting. Now, let's now come to today's some of the stories, and during the
before we go into that as well, let's make it because this is a platform that respect and love humans, but sometimes we lose human. The face behind you is Barrister Dr. Janet Fashakin, one of the leader of the Yoruba self-determination struggle, one of the leaders that also has supported the Nigerian community in America, in New York, where she has helped with family matters, immigration, but she passed on Friday, and may her soul rest in peace.
Okay. We also say from here, may her soul rest in perfect peace. And as many who have lost loved ones, we say to them, may their souls rest in perfect peace, and our condolences to you all. All right then. So now let's come to Now, with everything that is going on, you put the president on a rocket, so he's flying high. Interesting. Now we have the labor unions, the various unions in the country doing everything, stopping everything, and people actually struggling. And we know ultimatums and strikes that have gone on. And we know last week or last 2 weeks when one of the union leaders was flying to the UK, he was apprehended.
Ajero was going to be in London for the conference, the TUC conference, but was stopped at the airport. Yes.
Yeah.
So was also stopped there, just over the weekend. Wow. But it looks like pressure, didn't allow them to hold him longer because of those outside that were campaigning. But his passport was seized on his way back to Nigeria. And he was asked the question, why is he back? He said, well, Nigeria remains my country. I don't even have an American passport, and I don't have to be scared of coming back home. So, he's been released right now because he has a ongoing court case. And he says he doesn't have to give reason why he's back in Nigeria, even though 1st of October, they're talking about Fearless October Day as well.
Well, we'll see whether the what do you call them, the SSS, we are call them the SSS, what they are going to do there. But let's talk about the fuel prices, because we know that the president was the government was giving some support to various workers, and that was why they didn't, the whole of the country subsidizing fuel, but then they took that subsidy from there and everything started going rocket high. And there's been the case where the NNPCL have been doing lots of things, coming out with prices, and I was looking at it that I think Dangote's refinery was being sabotaged. In a way, they were doing everything possible to stop him from doing whatever. But now we know he's going to be coming upstream. Virtually, their petrol, yes, PMS is going to be coming out pretty soon, or it's even out. Now, the price that we are seeing, yesterday we saw a price of, I think, 800 and something. And Dangote's firm was saying that, no, that wasn't the price. But now I'm seeing 950 naira per liter there. Yomi.
Well, it seems that the expectation of many Nigerians is that how did we get to where a country that has large amount of crude oil, large amount of gas, but yet the average Nigerians doesn't even have access to some of these products. But the reason is because of so many things that have gone wrong in the foundation of Nigeria that we've talked about. Let me pick it from here before we go straight into the Dangote refinery. And this is coming from one of the guru in the media as well, also a public figure that everyone knows, Dele Momodu, posted this 7 hours ago. NNPC, 4 refineries, 21 petrol depot, 5,120 kilometer network of petroleum pipeline, and all we are celebrating now is loading of petrol by truck by a private refinery. That tells you that the whole country, we've talked about the Jakarta, seems that everything is complete mess, and we know how those mess started, but the solution is why some of us are campaigning for a total exit. But yes, you talked about the price racketing between the NNPC and Dangote went over the weekend, and NNPC was given a different price, the Dangote was given a different price, but this morning, not the price that you're seeing on the screen. A lot of Nigerians are paying up to 1,300, even in the black market up to 1,005, to get their petrol this morning. But the headline says 915 naira per liter, Dangote petrol may justify more importation. This is coming from the marketers. So let's go into that story. The price of the premium motor spirit, now popularly called the petrol, produced by the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and released by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited on Monday yesterday, may justify the importation of the commodity into the Nigerian oil market, I've said. The dealers also stated that the vessel of imported petrol should start arriving in the country. You ask the question, since we have this refinery in operation, why then are we still importing into the country? Well, the cabals doesn't even want the Dangote refinery to be in a full functioning, and we saw that there was a fire a couple of months ago. There's still a lot going on, but it seems that Dangote cried out, and there's some sympathy from Nigerians. It looks like the presidency is also now talking with Dangote.
Now, it's quite interesting because I remember that we had the president setting up a committee that was supposed to see to everything, but we know that the price of Dangote, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, they were reacting to that statement by the NNPC, and they were saying that the price is the naira price that they're supposed to be buying the crude oil at. Before then, they were importing it with dollars. Therefore, their prices, they would not be able to, say whatever. So, if you are saying this and we say that, but if you compare it to what the NNPC or those that are imported in the country are brought in, do you think they are the same price, or Dangote's is quite expensive than theirs?
Well, it's not. So what you were saying is about 2 days ago, and this is how the statement came out, from the Dangote, releasing that statement. That statement reads like this quickly. Our attention has been drawn to the statement attributed to the NNPCL spokesperson, Mr. Olufemi Shoneye, that we sell our PMS at 898 per liter into the NNPCL. This statement is both misleading mischievous, deliberately aim at undermining the milestone achievement recorded today, September the 15th, 2024, towards addressing the energy insufficiency and the insecurity which has bedeviled this economy in the past 50 years. We urge Nigerians to disregard this malicious statement and await a formal announcement on the pricing by technical subcommittee on the Naira-based crude sales to the local refinery, which is what you talked about, appointed by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, which will commence not until October 1st, 2024, bearing in mind that our current stock of the crude oil was all procured in dollars. So you're not going to get any Dangote, paying in Naira until the 1st of October. It should also be noted that we sold the product to the NNPCL in dollars with a lot of savings against what they are currently importing. With this action, there will be petrol in every local government area of the country, regardless of their remote nature. How are they going to do that? We don't know. With the dilapidated roads that have not been fixed, even the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway for the last 2 decades doesn't seem to be functioning, and we don't have the real network to move this crude oil, this finishing product from the Dangote straight into other part of the state. So that means we would have to rely on not just the terrorists that are waiting for the tankers, but also for the bad roads that continue to create havoc, which will then take us slightly into the Kaduna. There was a bank holiday yesterday in Nigeria. 40 people died on their road network again in Kaduna. The accident, which occurred around 1 p.m. local time on Sunday, involved children who were all traveling to celebrate the Eid Maulud, which occurred yesterday.
Wow, listen to Starr Radio UK, Mr. Olayomi, Koiki in North London Studios. I'm Archie here. Let me say good morning to my lovely sister, Rosita. I know it's quite a difficult time with everything that is going on, but may the Lord continue to console us all. Yes, for the loss of your husband and my brother Alfred there as well. Okay, listeners, we go on. Now, let's go on to the flooding that has taken place in Nigeria. I mean, it's quite... I was watching the videos of it and I was like, whoa. So if you look at what is going on in Europe now, where we are talking about the number of people who have died in Europe, if you compare it to what is happening in Nigeria, lots of people have died and lots of properties. But as to whether we've got the palliative or the necessary help to get these people out of that place is another question. But the president is sympathizing with them on his visit to Borno State. Yomi, tell us more.
Well, I think the president had to change his itinerary, because what we were hearing was that he will be traveling from London to Dubai for the climate change. From Dubai, he will be heading to the General Assembly, before the end of this month. But it seems that, just as maybe for humanity or maybe for the camera, but let's just agree for sympathy, because that is exactly, what was coming from the mouth of the presidency himself, that says that, he has come down to sympathize with the people of Borno State. The question is, can this be avoidable, or should this never have occurred? As usual, the complete mess of the country means that, most of the money that have been diverted and stolen have made the dam not to be invested in. And that means that many more people were now prone to be killed when the flood was coming through as very fast. So let me first take you to what the president said on his visit yesterday to the palace. I'm not sure whether you saw the video of the vice president. A lot of Nigerians were saying, how come there's no crocodile and snake while he was moving in his leg into the water? Maybe all those have been taken out of the water before the vice president was dipping his foot right inside it, because I saw the video, but it looks like that video will be kept for the campaign, which is going to come up, in 2027 as usual. But in reality, the headline are not coming out very good. The images are very, very disheartening, and it seems that as usual, when the situation like this happen, that means, the government is asking for more requests and more support from the international community, which is the World Bank and the rest of the international, to come to Nigeria's aid. So I want to pick up on what the president said, and we'll tell you more about the headline and the reaction from many Nigerians as well. As I visited Borno State today, my heart went out to all those affected by the recent flood. I extend my deepest sympathy to those who have lost the loved ones, homes, and livelihood in this devastating catastrophe. To displace persons, I understand the immense challenges you are facing, and I admire your strength, the courage, and determination amid such hardship. Remember that Nigerians are going through a very, very difficult time. The inflation is not very good. The insecurity is there. And it seems that even the jackpot is becoming very difficult as the UK is tightening, the borders on the education sector. So the headline says, and I quote, Act Now says World Bank as the flood displaced 404 million students from school globally. So it's not just Nigeria. The report comes as the Nigerian currently battle the high-level flooding due to the incessant rainfall, which has sacked residents from their homes and community. And some of those images are the one that you're showing behind you right now. So it seems that it's not just a Nigerian issue, it's a global issue. But again, a lot of Nigerians have been affected badly, especially in that axis. So as usual, it seems that many Nigerians are saying it's all about the rice, because every situation in Nigeria, the government pumping the rice into the sector, whether the rice will solve the issue. This is coming from some of the Nigerians on the Twitter after the presidency posted this. You are an autonomy of a bad luck. All you have caused Nigeria is tears, sorrows, and blood. You are unnatural disaster worse than the flood itself. And one more says, no light, you share rice. No fuel, you share rice. No electricity, we share rice. We want good governance. We don't want you to share rice. It is safe to say that President Tinubu is now the new Delican rice.
Well, he's sharing rice. He sees that whatever is happening, people will be hungry. So he doesn't want you to be hungry. What about that? Well, Starr Radio UK. Omobolaji, good morning to you. I hope you are doing very, very well. Nice to have you. Olakunle, good morning to you as well. And then Spark Lizzie Osa, yes, good morning to you all. I hope you're all doing very, very well. Thank you very much for joining us once again. We'll be going on to look at some of the other stories. But Olakunle says we have really missed the show. Okay, we thank God. We have been busy. Yomi has been busy. That's why I was telling you that there's a lot of things going on in the background that we need to make sure it's done for the quest for the Yoruba nation and everything. So things are going on in the background. But thank you very much all for joining in. Now, Yomi, let's come to the insecurity issue that is going on. Well, a couple of days ago, we had the former presidents and some security chiefs. Yes, Obasanjo and is it IBB that you call him? IBB, yes, and some security chiefs meeting. Now, did they meet outside? I mean, no, the apartment, we didn't have a Buhari there, so it was only these three and some security chiefs. Is it that they were now looking at the whole thing that the APC have failed the country on that front, and that's why they were meeting exclusively? Why didn't they meet together with the government, military or security chiefs and stuff like that? I didn't have anything of the sort.
Well, as we know, Obasanjo and Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, these are old colleagues. They know each other very well. They've served the country before from the military side, and also as the leader. Obasanjo served as a military dictator, and he also served as a civilian. Babangida could not do that, even though he stepped aside after annulment of the most peaceful, fairest election in Nigeria in 1993. The meeting has always been a suspicious one. Some even think that, maybe they're pushing everything, against this new administration, because we know Obasanjo did not attend a couple of the meetings that are meant for the past presidency, while he was out of the country. A lot of us are very suspicious when those kind of meetings pops up. The question we should be asking is Sambisa really a forest, as we've been told? I was watching a video that was produced out of an interview where a teacher was kidnapped in 2014, and it was giving us a different view of what Sambisa looks like. We thought it's just like one big forest, but he actually said that Babangida fenced the whole of Sambisa and is a complete community which is working. And it seems that many Nigerians are now asking the question, is Sambisa exactly what we are told? And if all this insecurity is going on, is this just an insecurity from the international side, or is it internal problem? And how do we resolve this crisis? The whole country is complete unsafe as we speak today because of the lack of the government, to fund the security and the protection from the state level, where most of them are earning up to 700 million naira every month. But yet, the level of the insecurity is there. So what is Obasanjo and Babangida going to do that maybe Tinubu will be told to do? What Buhari could not do when we thought that as an ex-military officer, a general, but it seems that a general that could not defend and protect the territorial ground of this country called Nigeria.
Well, listeners, we thought that he came in at the time because being the military leader, it was on that quest that he was voted for, but we didn't get him to do whatever he's supposed to do. And now we see the...
And already it seems that, the Nigerian army is now reporting the Biafra Liberation Army to the international community.
Yeah. I'm going to go on that one. So, Simon Ekpa and then, what do you call him? The Yoruba, my apologies, the IPOP leader, and everything. What has gone on there as well? Give us a bit of details there, and then the fact that the army has gone to report them.
Well, over the weekend, a Nigerian army, but from the Yoruba side, was picked up by the Biafra Liberation Army. The Nigerian army has come out to condemn such act, also claim that this personnel is no longer, working for the Nigerian army, is now an ex. And the army is now asking the International Criminal Court and others to take action against the IPOB and likewise against, the Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile. So the Nigerian army has asked the Amnesty International, the International Criminal Court, to take immediate action and hold the outlaw indigenous people of Biafra and his sponsor, Simon Ekpa, accountable for crime against civilians in the southeast. But it seems that Simon Ekpa says, well, you have committed more crime by killing innocent, Biafrans. You've not allowed, a discussion of how Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and rendition. So it looks like the Nigerian government have finally accepted that there is a war going on in the southeast between the government in exile of the Biafra and the Nigerian government, and they are now calling the world to come and intervene. So whether the world will be able to intervene, time will tell. But this is coming from the spokesman, Major General Onyema, on Sunday, while reacting to the viral video that showed the IPOB members torturing. I have spoken to Simon Ekpa himself. As at yesterday, even the family were saying to me that they haven't seen this young man, but I can confirm officially after my conversation with Simon Ekpa yesterday that this man is on his route now to Abuja. I'm talking about the soldier that the Biafra Liberation Army, picked up and have actually, given it back out. But it's like a warning that, that territory is very hot. We hope that this government will look into the situation, because in December 2nd, the Biafra will be going very hot, according to their declaration that will be coming up in Finland, and we hope to be there as well. But one thing we got to remember is that as they were releasing this young man, Chief Sunday Igboho also gave a good thank you to the Biafra government in exile for releasing this young man. And like I said, I spoke to the family, and likewise with Simon Ekpa yesterday, and this young man now have spoken to the family, and as I speak to us right now, is en route to Abuja from Imo State.
Interesting. Now let's come to the requests by the APA. They are all just saying that with every the unrest that is going on at the moment, they said just release Sunday. My apologies, Nnamdi Kanu, and then Nnamdi Kanu says, if I'm released today, I'll make sure that there is peace in that. But they don't seem to be obeying that. And I don't know whether the court hearing is going on, the DSS still holding him in detention, and everything that is going on. Yomi, what's it?
Well, there have been a couple of changes. So, the expectation is that Nnamdi Kanu will be returning to court again, I believe, before the end of this month. And that means that we have a new Chief Justice, we have a new DSS, Bichi has resigned, the NIA has resigned, and that means that maybe, just maybe, they will listen to court. The problem is that these institutions think that they are bigger than the court, and they have refused to accept and obey the court order. You're right, Nnamdi Kanu, through some of his, brought into the court, says, and quote, that he will solve all the insecurity but he has not at any point condemned all the action of the Biafra government in exile, which a lot of people think he has. Even at some point, somebody wanted to put the question of Simon Ekpa to his mouth, and he actually said no. So that means that, because he believes, Nnamdi Kanu believes that the whole security situation is not the Biafra, it's got to do with these criminal element of their politician that continue to destabilize, the region itself.
Well, listeners, Star Radio UK, Mr. Olayomi Koiki, we will allow him to bring you the rest of any other stories that he's got for you. Over to you, Yomi.
Well, it's quickly because I know we're going to come back out because we've still got the global trouting. Let's just go straight to the business. A lot of Nigerians are struggling, when it comes to, the business situation today. And that means that as I was watching a video this morning, the woman says, some of the biscuits, some of those, things that she would get from the store are no longer there. And the reason is because most of them have not been able to replenish what they are selling. So, and it's all because there is a lot of problem in the country. Let's go straight with these. Let's go straight to the airpiece. There is still a landing issue. Now Nigeria and the UK battle over the airpiece landing right in Heathrow. I mean, if the British Airways can land in Lagos State, they are not being told to land somewhere else, they can land in Abuja. It seems that Airpeace is finding it difficult to land at Heathrow Airport. Rather they've given him a slot in Gatwick, and there's been a lot of complaint, even though Gatwick is quite a bit far away, but depending on which side you're traveling from. So the headline says, Nigeria and UK battle over the Airpeace landing right. The central bank may halt interest rate hike, according to the report. Ways to cut expenses during economic crisis. Already a lot of Nigerians are crying out, as many people are struggling, as we speak today. Tinubu promised efficient identity system as the name registration hit 110 million. Somebody was asking me yesterday, they're planning to make their Nigerian passport. And I said, look, if you don't have the name, you will not be able to make a Nigerian passport. There's a lot of centers here in the UK where many Nigerians have been able to, get that done. But it seems that the slot to apply for a Nigerian passport, is taking you up to 2025. It shows that many Nigerians in the UK, and those that are probably the first, second generation, the third or fourth generation that are planning to go to Nigeria by the Christmas, might not be able to get a slot because while we were checking, there's no availability until next year. We're going to take one more, which is the NEC has now ordered Disco to procure 398 megawatt embedded power. The Nigerian Electricity Regulation Commission has mandated electricity distribution companies to procure a minimum of 398 megawatt of embedded generation to enhance the reliability of the power sector across the country. Embedded generation, also known as the distributed generation or distributed energy source, refers to electricity generation or storage plant connected to the distribution network rather than the transmission network of the national electricity grid. A lot of Nigerians are also complaining. There's what we call the band hey. That means that you're likely to have electricity, but it seems that the way the bills is coming is struggling. And as we know, if there's not stable energy in the country, the productivity will continue to go a little bit slower than expected. There's an election coming up as usual at Edo State. Petrol crisis is going to threaten the election as the APC PDP set for showdown in Edo State. And I'll take the last one before going back into the conversation of the rally that is coming up in October rather, where a lot of Yorubas will be gathering again after a very long time. According to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, the National Bureau of Statistics rather, Nigerian inflation rate slowed to 32.15% in the month of August. Okonjo-Iweala is taking the second term as the World Trade, as we know, and likewise, we talked about the Tinubu visit to only a matter of time. The bandit leader, Bello Tuji, will be killed very soon. This is coming from the Zamfara State governor. We've been hearing that for a very long time, but we'll wait and see if the Nigerian military will be able to do exactly what they're saying. But like I said, in October, which is just a couple of weeks to come, London, will be welcoming Dr. Chief Sunday Igboho and many other dignitaries that will be flying from different parts of the world to be part of what we called one of the biggest rally that will be held in the United Kingdom for the Yoruba nation. And this has been put together by Ifelodun Akpapo and likewise the Yoruba World Media Organization and as well the YSDM. I'm also part of this committee, and all arrangements continue to be done behind the scene. And I'll come back again to you in the studio, Mr. Archie, and we hope that 1 or 2 days we will be trying to make sure that we can join you. As like say, the project in the hand is winding down, but it seems that another project is kicking in, but there will still be more room. And hopefully, we might see if we might kickstart the Niger Voices back before the end of the year. But for now, we will try as much as possible to make sure that we can give the update, because there's a lot happening and a lot might be happening before December, when the Biafra says they will be making a full declaration to opt out of Nigeria. We hope peace will reign, and we hope this government will listen, especially when the citizens are complaining.
Well, listeners, Mr. Olayomi Koiki for you, bringing you updates from Nigeria. Oluremi Kilanko, yes, good morning. Good morning to you. It's been a while. Yes. And thank you very much for joining in as well. And as many of you who have joined in on the various platforms, we salute each and every one of you. Bishop Adesina, yes, it says 70% of factories in Nigeria are shutting, and that is, virtually the jobs are not there. The few that are there are also shutting, definitely because of the exchange rates and definitely because high cost of everything. But what do you think about all that? As Yomi said, as and when he has the time, we'll try to see when we'll be bringing him on, and just be rest assured that every program that we is bringing your way will be one that will be fruitful to you as well. Yomi, let me say thank you very much before you go.
Well, it is still the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Continue to engage with this platform, and also remember to share and remember to join Archie and myself and all other presenters as we continue to bring you the best. I know Ghana and Liberia, and I think Ghana, Gambia are part of those contesting for the secretary position of the Commonwealth. Maybe the next time we have the discussion, are we really still a member of the Commonwealth, or is this just one English organization where 56 other African leaders and around the world have been plugged in, and yet we have not been able to gain much out of it? And it looks like those that are contesting for the secretary, which is going to be in Samoa next month, are demanding a reparation fee from the British government. Is that going to happen? Time will tell.
Well, reparation fee. But when we are not together, how can we even have that reparation fee? Because this one says that one says that. And of course, you know that they won't listen to us. Bishop Adesina, before we go, he says that expatriates are now living for better, viable countries, virtually because of the economy and how things are going down in Nigeria. So even expatriates are leaving to go outside to go and work in a better place. What do you think about all that? Lots more going to be coming your way. Yomi, thank you very much and have a lovely day. My love to the family. We'll catch up later.
Bye for now, Mr. Archie.
Right.
Good morning.
Right, bye. Morning. Okay, listeners. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Before I go, let me put this announcement through as well. Yes, this is the dinner night. Yeah, dinner night. That will precede the 1 million match that will be taking place in London. So no, that's the following day. That yes, the dinner night to precede that, and so that is Yoruba World Media Organization presents dinner night. The special guest is Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. The event is taking place on Friday, the 11th of October at 7 p.m. at London, Kensington, 179 to 199 Holland Park Avenue, London, W11 4UL, United Kingdom. So you are cordially invited. Make your way here, and I tell you, as Yomi said, it's going to be one. It looks like the sea was quiet still, but if you see, go mid seas and you see that the top of the sea is all quiet, don't think that there isn't undercurrent. There is undercurrent, and that's what Yomi has said. So there's so much going on, but we want to say thank you very much. Oloremi says, I humbly greet your mommy. Much love and respect. Okay, good morning. Thank you very, very much. Okay, let's take a quick break. We come back, and then I bring you the global trot and other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to Starr Radio UK and to the morning show. And once again, let me say thank you very much, Mr. Olayomi Koiki. It was a very nice surprise. He joining in, as we said, with every project that is going on, we'll do our best to juggle things. So he'll try to be on maybe a couple of times in a week, or once a while he comes on, and we make sure that we share with you what is happening there. But wherever you are, don't touch the dial. This is Starr Radio UK. Let me take you through the other areas, and let's see what is happening there as well. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, so just moving on, starting from home here in the UK as well. Man in court accused of crossbow attack murders. The wife and daughters of a BBC racing commentator John Hunt were killed at their Hertfordshire home in July. You remember that? Yes, we'll be bringing you more about it. Tuition fees must go up. UNICEF a term as term begins. Now, already, you don't want the foreign students to come in, all right? They put in lots of regimental staff or staff there to stop foreign students from coming in, because what was happening when somebody is coming in, they can bring their families to live with them. If they're coming to do a course for maybe 3 years, 4 years, they need you cannot be by yourself, right? Okay, yeah, of course we will take advantage of that yes, but now that restrictions and things like that, so people are not applying to come to universities here in the UK. Now they're saying that, you know what, let us increase the tuition fees. So I know my daughter will be going back for a doctorate on Friday. So you're looking at all that and they say increase it. Then who pays for it? Already people are struggling, right? Okay, so what do you think about that? It says tuition fees must go up. And Jay Blades, BBC host, driving charge thrown out. Okay, that's a good one there, because it looks like they were just looking for this man, and now that they've got him, they're just bashing him left, right, center there. The 54-year-old appeared for a 2-minute hearing at Cannock Magistrate Court on Tuesday, which was sitting in Walsall. He had previously pleaded not guilty to the offence, which was alleged to have been committed in Walborn, Staffordshire on the 2nd of April. At the hearing, Mr. Blades, my apologies, from Cleverley, Shropshire, said his plea had not changed before prosecutors Zorganen Said confirmed the Crown Prosecution Service was offering no evidence. Mr. Said said the police officer who was due to give evidence had been unavailable, and so the case will not proceed. Magistrate Neil Ravenscroft then told Mr. Blades the matter was dismissed and told him he was free to go. The presenter is also facing a charge of controlling and coercive behavior against his estranged wife, Lisa Zobzen. Starr Radio UK. Let's move on to some of the other stories, the details of it. A man in, as I said earlier on, a man is in court. A man has appeared in court charged with the murders of a woman and 2 of her daughters in a crossbow attack at their home. Carol Hunt, 61, Hannah Hunt, 28, and Louise Hunt, 25, were found fatally injured in Barshey, Hertfordshire on the 9th of July. Kyle Clifford, 26, from North London was arrested after being found injured in the cemetery near his house in Enfield on the 10th of July. Westminster Magistrate Court heard the defendant, who was also charged with false imprisonment and 2 counts of possession of offensive weapons, was remanded in custody and is due to appear at the Royal Courts of Justice. Now, police have previously been unable to interview Mr. Clifford while he received treatment for his injury in hospital, where he remained under arrest. The victims were the wife and daughters of a BBC racing commentator, John Hunt. A brief court hearing was told the weapons Mr. Clifford was accused of having at the Hunt family home were an MX 405 compact crossbow and a 10-inch butcher's knife. Now, police and the ambulance service had been called to the property by Hannah Hunt. Prosecutor David Burns said, now, police attended the property. They found the front door was open. Mr. Burns said they found Hannah Hunt lying in the doorway. She had been shot by a crossbow in the chest. They went into the property and they found Louise Hunt and has been tied to a chair. She had been shot with a crossbow as well. He added that Carol Hunt had suffered both crossbow and knife wounds. Mr. Clifford, who appeared at the court via video link from Kempston Police Station in Bedfordshire, nodded when asked to confirm his name and address. A fundraiser set up to support Mr. Hunt and his surviving daughter, Amy, in the aftermath of the incident saw more than £120,000 in donation pledge. In the previous statement, Mr. Hunt and Amy said the devastation cannot be put into words. Detective Chief Inspector Nick Gardner of Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire and Hertfordshire Major Crime Unit said, we have been working hard to gather as much evidence as possible and establish the full circumstances of what happened that day. Although it has taken some time to reach the state, we can now move forward with the judicial process and seek justice for their family. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. A final story from the UK front, and then we'll move on to other parts of the world as well. The higher tuition fees and direct government funding are needed to hold a growing deficit in England, a group of 141 universities has said. A fee rise linked to inflation and more government investment will ensure the sector does not slide into decline, according to a proposal from Universities UK. The Department for Education says it will create a secure future for our world-leading universities. The call comes as record numbers of home students begin courses this month, but the number of international students is down. Now, tuition fees for home students have been capped at $9,250 in England since 2017. Universities UK recommendation of a rise is focused on England. Education is a devolved matter. The fees are different in Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. About 40% of universities are expecting to return a budget deficit this year, according to the higher education regulator, the Office for Students. Universities lose money teaching UK students, and that the deficit had grown year on year, the Universities UK proposal says. We have to halt that. If investment in teaching students had kept up with inflation, funding per student will be in the region of 12,000 to 13,000. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Moving on to other parts of the world to look at some of the stories making the rounds there. Starr Radio UK. Now, coming straight from the US, Trump has recalled hearing shots in apparent assassination attempt. Now, a gunman hid for nearly 12 hours in bushes before Donald Trump played an unscheduled game of golf at his oceanfront club in Florida, leaving locals stand at what authorities say appears to be the second attempt to assassinate the former president in as many months. It was a hot and cloudy on Sunday afternoon when Trump and his good friend, real estate developer Steve Witkoff, arrived at the course of Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. Now, the former president was on the Fate Fair at 1331, an area adjacent to busy roads near Palm Beach International Airport, when a member of his protection detail spotted a rifle poking out of a foliage by the sixth hole. Trump who was evacuated unharmed, recounted on Monday night that he heard probably 4 or 5 shots ring out of the near distance. A quick thinking security service agent had opened fire in the direction of the suspect, who was about 300 to 500 yards away and did not have a clear line of sight to Trump, federal investigators has said. Now, Secret Services knew immediately it was bullets and they grabbed him, said Trump during a live stream event on X from his Mar-a-Lago resort. He got into the cars. We moved along pretty good. I was with an agent and the agent did a fantastic job. The gunman who investigators say did not fire any shot was concealed by the well-manicured shrubbery and tall palm trees that line the perimeter of the 27-hole course. He had been lurking there on the public side of the fence since 01:59 hours. Local time on Sunday morning, according to mobile phone records cited by federal officials. The suspect was equipped with 2 digital cameras, a black plastic bag of food, an SKS style semi-automatic rifle, a weapon with a range of nearly 440 yards, and a scope to magnify its lens. The Republican presidential candidate last publicly scheduled campaign event had been on Saturday evening on the other side of the country in the state of Utah. Residents say Trump spent almost every Sunday at the West Palm Beach Golf Club when he is not on the campaign trail. But Secret Services Director Ronald Rao said on Monday that the former president was not even really supposed to go there. So agents had to put together a security plan at the last minute. I think now he has to adhere to the advice of the agents so he doesn't go into a place where it is all going on there. All right. Now, in line with that as well, a careless statement or tweet, I will put it that way. Secret Service aware of Elon Musk's posts about Harris and Biden. And what are they going to do about that? The U.S. Secret Service says it is aware of the social media post by Elon Musk in which he said no one is even trying to assassinate President Joe Biden or Vice President Kamala Harris. Mr. Musk has since deleted the post and said it was intended as a joke. Really? His post on X, formerly Twitter, came just hours after the suspected attempted assassination of Donald Trump at his golf course in Florida on Sunday. The tech billionaire is a close ally of Trump, who has vowed to enlist Mr. Musk to run a government efficiency commission if he wins a second term as U.S. president. Now, many ex-users criticize Mr. Musk's comments, which were accompanied by a raised eyebrow emoji, with some alleging that the post was a form of incitement against the U.S. president and vice president. In a statement, the White House condemned the post, saying that this rhetoric is irresponsible. Now, violence should only be condemned, never encouraged or joked about, the statement said, adding that there should be no place for political violence or for any violence ever in our country. Now, when contacted, the U.S. Secret Service said only that it is aware of the post. As a matter of practice, we do not comment on matters involving protective intelligence, the statement added. We can say, however, the Secret Service investigates all threats related to our protectees. Now, after deleting the post, Mr. Musk tweeted, that one lesson I've learned is that just because I say something to a group and they laugh doesn't mean it's going to be all that hilarious as a post on X. Turns out the jokes are way less funny if people don't know the context. The delivery is in plain text. A subsequent post read, the controversial tech mogul is considered as a close ally of Trump and formally endorsed him in the aftermath of a separate assassination attempt against the former president that took place at a rally on the 13th of July in Butler, Pennsylvania. In that attempt, the suspect fired multiple rounds, injuring Trump and killing an attendee at the rally. Since then, Mr. Musk has often tweeted or reposted messages critical of both Biden and Harris and in support of Trump. But if it was an ordinary person who tweeted that, wouldn't they have gone after him? And this is a very, very influential person. Had a following of more than 200 million. And if he tweets anything of the sort, what do you think is happening? He's saying, no, it's a joke. We have some people who have got few screws loose up there. And some think, oh yeah, he's telling us to do so. Let's look at the case when they went to the Capitol, when Trump was saying, we'll go there, we'll go there, we'll go there. You know, others were saying that they didn't say, Trump was saying that he didn't say they should go there. So maybe he's saying, as we're saying, he was just saying it as like not put it in this case as Elon Musk has done, as a joke or sort of. But then the people take that action, and we know what happened from that. So I don't think he should just take it as a careless tweet or a careless whisper. Responsibility has to be taken, so that it serves as a deterrent to other people. If we say we are all equal under the law, then let us see. But well, it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. What do you think about all those stories making the rounds? Okay, North Carolina has also been hit by a flood from historic rainfall. There is lots happening when it comes to the rains across the world today. And thousands of troops tackle Central Europe flood as heavy rains hit Italy as well. Policy urged to evacuate as floods batter Central Europe. And then thousands of firefighters battle raging wildfires across Portugal. If we are not at in the end of times, then I don't know what it is, because there seems to be devastation, calamity, and all sorts happening across the world. What do you think? Well, okay, so lots more going to be coming your way from there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Brexit deal impact in UK is worsening. Economist has warned. But one other story from here, and then we'll move on from there. Now, Facebook owner Meta says it's banning several Russian state media networks, alleging they use deceptive tactics to carry out influence operation and evade detection on its platform. After careful consideration, we expanded our ongoing enforcement against Russian state media outlets. Rossiya, Sedogina, Archie, and other related entities are now banned from our apps globally for foreign interference activity, Meta has said. In a news bulletin, Archie newsreader Inan O'Neill said the broadcaster and Russia as a whole denies accusation that they have been coming en masse against this channel and others in the past number of days. The bans are expected to come into effect in the next few days. The Russian embassy in Washington and the owner of the Sputnik news agency, Rossiya Shagodnia, did not immediately respond. Now, Russian state media outlets have come under increased scrutiny over claims they have tried to influence politics in Western countries, as well as Facebook. Social media giant Meta owns Instagram, WhatsApp, and Threads. The move marks an escalation in the world's biggest social media firm stance towards Russia's state media companies. Well. We live in a world where now it is more of a, apart from the war that we see where on the battlefront or the battlefield, we see those things there. There is the case where we have psychological warfare going on, and therefore it's more to do with information. So if you're able to put any information, it might not be true, But I saw there was this thing about let me say Bishop T.D. Jakes, and I saw it and I took it with a pinch of salt, and I've been going on. And the other time I was asking myself, how true was that? So somebody just going on posting anything and just destroying people's image just like that, not giving the person the chance to even defend themselves. And by the time you say, Jack, your name has been destroyed, or you have a reputation is been in tatters. But what do you think about all that? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on to Africa as well. It is now a minute after 12. Armed men have attacked the military training camp in Mali's capital, Bamako. State television has reported. It described the attackers as terrorists. The announcement from ORTM came after gunfire was heard ringing out in the city's early on Tuesday morning. The attackers struck a gendarmerie school near the city airport, but the situation was now under control. The channel reported. Now, Mali is one of several West African countries that have been fighting on Islamist insurgency for more than a decade, but it's now clear who was behind this shooting. The military is not clear, okay? The military seized power in a coup in 2021, accusing the government of failing to do enough to quell the insurgency. However, 3 years later, there's no sign of the attacks ending. On Tuesday morning, videos on social media showed plumes of smoke rising from part of the city. Witnesses told the Reuters news agency that the gunshots began at around 05:30 local time. People heading to the mosque for morning prayers are turned back as shots rang out. Reuters has said combined operations are currently taking place at the site of the attack. Well, we hope that no one was hurt there. But it's all coming away from the African front. A police in Namibia are investigating the death of 4 children who were playing in an empty old freezer in the northeastern Zambezi region. Aged between 3 and 6, the children were found inside the unused deep freezer in the densely populated area of the town of Katima Mulilo on Monday afternoon. The police believe the children were accidentally trapped while playing and suffocated inside the investigation. But investigations are underway. Of the 4 children, 2 suffocated to death in the fridge, while 2 others died in the hospital while receiving treatment, the public broadcaster reported. In the quotes, one said, "When I came in, I saw paramedics attending to my daughter and another girl. They rushed them to the hospital while the other 2 were loaded in police mortuary vehicles." Aranjis Shoro, the father of the children, told privately owned Namibia newspaper. The 2 who were rushed to the nearby Katima Mulilo State Hospital were declared dead upon arrival, the broadcaster said. We say may their souls rest in perfect peace. A very, very sad one there. And how come they had to climb into that? I mean, children, we all do. When we're kids, we all do all sorts. But that is quite, and then maybe it's one that has got that ear locked in, so where the crack. Because most of the freezers back home are not good enough, so people put that there, and because especially which is unused, so a very, very sad story from there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. Now, another story is making the rounds today. The Sahel Alliance is to unveil the biometric passports. As I did say the other time, the cost of the new passport remains unknown. It is unclear if the list of countries within which Malians, Burkina Faso, and Nigerians are allowed to go. But we'll be telling you more about that. Which countries will accept those passports. The announcement came on the eve of the first anniversary of the creation of Alliance of Sahel States. On September 17, 2023, the neighbors signed the Liptako Goma Charter establishing a mutual defense pact. Earlier this year, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger announced their withdrawal from historic Regional Group ECOWAS, Goita said AES nations remain open to all regional and sub-regional partnerships which uphold the principle of non-interference and sovereignty. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We're going to take a break, a musical break, of course, and once we come back, I will be taking you to, let's take a commercial break. We come back, I take you to Ghana, where it's all unraveling there as well. But this is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. This afternoon, exactly at 1:30, BB Clement will be coming your way with BB Means Business. It's a program that comes your way every Tuesday from exactly 1:30. Topical issues pertaining to your business. Well, be rest assured, BB will bring that your way. But now, let's take a quick commercial. I'll be with you.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
You are listening to Star Radio Morning Show.
Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And as I did announce earlier on, this afternoon exactly at 1:30, we'll be having BB Clement coming your way with BB Means Business. Make a date with her when she brings you that program. Is a program tailored measured to meet all your business needs. I mean, you are going fun. You want to invest in various part of the world and everything. Just got to listen to the program and that will feed you. She makes sure she brings you tailor-measured ones, of course. Well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK. Now, let me announce the lines of you. If you want to, feel free to join in, to add your voice, as some have already done, adding their voices on our various pages, the pages, the platforms that we are broadcasting on. Feel free to do so there as well, or if you want to call in 0208133257, or you can text or WhatsApp at 0753-966-1744, 0753-966-1744. Our X handle is at Star Radio UK and email address is info@starradiouk.com. All right then. So now let's move on to Ghana. With Ghana, my happy home. It's not happy there today. Now, thousands kickstart demo in the Eastern region against EC. The Enough is Enough rally or demo. I'll be telling you more about that as well. The NDC demo, nationwide protest against EC kicks off. EC must serve the people, not the corrupt MPP government. Well, that's what is being said there. But 2024 election is set to end in a run-off presidency survey is predicting. Well, what is all that? Okay, we'll be looking into that as well. How predictive is this election today? I'll be telling you more about that. But we're going to kick off from the much anticipated demonstration by the National Democratic Congress against the Electoral Commission dubbed Enough is Enough is trending on X today. Now, other trending topics are Samia Wuku, but the issue is the NDC is set to embark on a demonstration against James Mensah-led EC on Tuesday over claims discrepancies in the provisional voter register. The NDC has subsequently called for a forensic audit of the register, a demand that EC has not yet addressed ahead of the December election. Enough is Enough is trending alongside the Electoral Commission. And let me tell you more about that. So thousands of supporters and executives from all across the 33 constituencies in the region, that just around in the Eastern region, are taking part in the demonstration exercise against the Electoral Commission for an audit of the voter register. Now, over 500 police personnel armed with riot controls, accoutrements and equipment have been deployed, with majority of them surrounded the regional EC office, where a leadership of the demonstration will present a petition to the EC. Now, despite the deployment of mine personnel across the regional capital, there is heavy gridlock. The demonstration dubbed Enough is Enough is happening concurrently in all 16 regions in the country. Now, however, the Ghana Police Service says adequate security measures have been put in place to provide security for the planned demonstration by the National Democratic Congress today. in all 16 regional capitals. As part of a preparation for the demonstration, the Ghana Police Service extensively engaged the leadership of the NDC and the Electoral Commission in all the regions across the country. They agreed routes for the demonstration in all 16 regions, which had been duly conveyed to the organizers and are as indicated in the attached document marked. Okay, so we have that there, but as you know, as at the moment, they are on the ground doing what they're supposed to be doing, and I'll be telling you more about that. Well, executives of the in the Ashanti region, the executive of the NDC have asked participants joining this demonstration to come fully prepared with some gari, sugar and water in anticipation of a sleepover at the regional office of the Electoral Commission. Why is the Electoral Commission not going to be engaging? Now, charging the parties rank and file in the region to come out in their numbers, former MCE of Obuasi and a member of the John Mahama regional campaign team, Richard Ofori Ajiman Buedi, popularly called King Zuba, said the party will stop at nothing to exercise its constitutional mandate to resist the oppressor's rule. It is disclosed that the party anticipates passing the night at the EC's office should the commission fail to offer any tangible assurances that their demands for forensic audit of the electoral register will be heeded. When you are coming, make sure you have some gari mixed with sugar in your pockets and get some water because we're going to sleep over, he directed. Speaking to host, some of the Zuba called on persons who were not members of the NDC but shared the rationale of demanding a credible vote register to join the work. It is not only about NDC people. If you are a Ghanaian yearning for a change, you want us to make sure this register is credible. If you are a Ghanaian, you want us to have peace after the 7th of December. Let's make sure we pour out in our numbers on the streets, he charged. He outlined that the demonstration will start from the party's Amokom office, go through the Central Business District, make its way through Inshiaiso, and head to the Regional Coordination Council, which shares the same compound with the Ashanti Regional Office of the Electoral Commission. So the demonstration is going on. Tomorrow, God willing, we'll be able to bring you more on that front as per the events that are taking place there. But some are predicting that there's going to be a second round or a runoff in the presidential election that's going to be taking place, or the election that's going to be taking place on December 7th. As the December 7 polls approach, a recent survey conducted by the Office of the President indicates a likely runoff in the upcoming presidential election. The report revealed that neither the NDC nor the MPP is projected to secure an outright majority in the first round. The survey, which included views from over 25,000 voters across 276 constituencies, showed that 80% of the participants have already decided which party they will support. The survey was led by Dr. Isaac Owusu, the Director of Research at the Presidency and a former lecturer at the University of Ghana's Political Science Department. Dr. Owusu has conducted several such reports ahead of the general election. The survey's findings suggest a split in voter preference, with 46.3% of respondents prepared to vote for the NDC and the same percentage for the MPP, indicating that neither party is likely to achieve a clear majority. Now, additionally, the survey identifies a segment of undecided voters, 9%, who have chosen not to participate primarily due to dissatisfaction with politicians. And 77%, notable 7% cited the election day as a holy Sabbath day, particularly in the Western 16.6%, Bono 15.1%, Ahafo 11.2%, Western North 10.6%, and Ashanti 9% regions. And that's why the segment, the strong alignment and high decision rate among the majority of the voters suggests their impact may not be sufficient to avoid a runoff. The report also highlights that former President Mahama currently has higher visibility in the constituencies compared to Vice President Bawumia. A further breakdown shows that MPP's Bawumia is popular among Christian voters, while the NDC Mahama is popular amongst Muslim voters, including the Zangos. Now, other critical findings in the report included that the fact that 60% of voters base their choice on party manifesto scandals and poor decisions among government officials hinder re-election chances. The elite class sees no viable alternatives for the NDC in terms of change in the government, and the MPP appeals to the middle class due to a lack of other options from the NDC. But at times when you are in the thick of things, you're part of the group. So he is working. This person who conducted this research works at the presidency. He's part of yes, it's working for them. So if he goes to conduct research, do you think he's going to say, look, we will be whipped arms down, or in his what methodology did he use at all? And it's quite an interesting one. But I want some research survey conducted by the NDC themselves as well to see their prospects when it comes to this election. And again, the smaller parties, that of what they call him, what is his name again? I'm trying to get a name. Alan Cash, Alan Shermantin, and the others. What are they doing? What are they doing? Are they just... So they are the ones who break. So when it comes to the second round, then they go throw their votes behind any of the contestants either. But of course, it's obvious that they would throw. If Alan, they have to go for a second round. It's obvious that he's going to throw his weight behind Bawumia, the MPP, unless of course it's actually broken ranks totally, and therefore we say, okay, let me throw my weight behind the NDC so that Mahama can come in and then he will have a stake in the government there. But what do you think about all that? It's quite an interesting one, isn't it? It is Starr Radio UK. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I bring the program to a close for today. Tomorrow, God willing, I'll be bringing you the Wednesday edition of the morning show. When Friday, we will not have a live program because there's going to be some update work going on here. So please bear with us. Friday, there will not be a live program. But as Yomi said, and as I'm arranging this, we're going to be having some legal hour show coming on pretty soon. Let me say good morning to Vina Solicitors. Miss Vina, good morning. Good afternoon to you. She contacted me, said, oh, can we do it? Yeah, I said, yeah, we can. So we are planning or putting everything together, and pretty soon we'll bring that your way there as well. So on that note, let me say thank you very much for joining us today. But remember, as I did say earlier on, exactly at 1:30, we're going to be having BB Clement coming your way with BB Means Business. And therefore, don't go away. Just go have a bit of a drink, whatever you want to do. But remember, exactly at 1:30, BB will be coming your way. On that note, let me say thank you very much for joining in once again. I'll see you all tomorrow, God willing. But remember, the dinner night is coming on as well. And that is taking place on the 11th of October. Friday, the 11th of October at 7 p.m. at London, Kensington. Who is the special guest? Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. And the address is 179 to 199 Holland Park Avenue, London, W11 4UL, United Kingdom. All right then. So I end it once again and I say have a lovely day and keep yourself safe in whatever thing that you're doing. And those of you who have lost loved ones, loved properties due to these floods and everything there, may God console you. Right? Good. All right then. It's been me, your one and only Archie, saying stay blessed and bye-bye for now. The Zongo Man says, be nice. And I like that tune. Be nice to everyone and make the world a better place. Bye-bye.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor, and the gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to.
This is Starr Radio. This is Starr Radio UK.
Mates. Be nice to your friends, be nice to.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Whether black or white.
Broadcasting live online.
Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Unite against oppression. Unite against gangstercracy. Unite against misogyny. Unite against homophobia. Unite against xenophobia. Unite, hey, unite. Unite, unite, unite against hate and make the world a better place.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Kokoti, 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 Kokoti. Children, be nice, oh children. Children, be nice. Be nice to your mates. Children, be nice to your friends. Children, be nice to your parents. Say goodbye to knives. Say goodbye to guns. Say goodbye to gangs. Don't shame your family. Don't give them headaches, stress and grief. Make them proud, proud of you. So be nice, hey, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone and make the world.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Be nice to your children. Be nice to your employees, be nice to strangers, be nice to refugees, and be nice to yourself. Be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. And make the world a better place. Yeah, 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 and make the world a better place. Yeah, 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 and make the world a better place.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.